the irony of move in silence. The term move in silence, when it comes to manifesting your goals, your dreams, anything you want out of life, a lot of people give advice along the lines of move in silence. Don't tell people your next move. Don't tell people your next plan. And that's very solid advice for the most part. But the huge irony of that is that no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter what you tell people, everyone's going to have some sort of opinion on whatever. So if you have a $1 million business idea, and you know that it's a $1 million business idea, you know it's going to manifest, but it might take you a little bit to go do it and to put in the years of work. So there's two options. There's the telling people, and then there's the not telling people. If you tell people, then they can say, oh, well, that's a dumb idea, or they can get in your head, they can sabotage what you're doing, they can discourage you from doing it because they don't see themselves doing it. They're just gonna be that little bird chirping in your ear, the little fly on the wall. So when you tell people and when you put it out there, people start going against it, or they don't believe in it, or they don't want you to succeed. And then if you tell people and then it does come true, then it looks like, oh, like so-and-so is bragging, or so-and-so got high and mighty, right? Because they feel dumb. Because either way, whether you tell them or don't tell them, if you tell them and they don't believe it for whatever reason, and then it happens, now they feel stupid and you made them look stupid. And if you move in silence and you don't tell them and then it manifests, then you look sneaky. Then you look like you kept information. Then you look like, oh, you didn't tell me that. So like no matter what you do, there's always going to be some sort of opinion on it. There's no right answer on how to go manifest that, or how to achieve your dreams, your goals, your future. There's no right answer because everyone's going to have an opinion regardless. They're going to hate either way. If you tell them, they'll hate on it. If you don't tell them, they'll hate on it. If you tell them, they'll get jealous. If you don't tell them, they'll get jealous. Or they'll just be mad, or whatever the case may be. So it's a weird balance, because you don't want to be completely silent to where nobody knows any of your moves whatsoever, so that you're always trying to connive and like sneak something out of people. So when you take the 100% silent route, that's what a lot of people might perceive it as, which you're not trying to do that yourself, but a lot of people would see it that way. How's it going? But yeah, so maybe you're trying to do something and you're not trying to be sneaky about it. You're just trying to keep your moves to yourself because, one, it's nobody's business, and two, you already know how it's going to be. Even if you tell them, it's like, tell them about a YouTube channel. Oh, well, how many subscribers do you have? Well, I started my YouTube channel yesterday. I have 0. You know what? That already affects your opinion of the content. That affects your opinion of where it could go. So, yes, for the most part, it's better to move in silence and not tell people your next move. But then if you go 100% silent and never say anything, never give any sort of plan or vision for your future, and then you end up doing it, then it's like, oh, so-and-so kept information, so-and-so's sneaky, or you didn't tell us this, or we can't predict it, or he's always conniving, or just whatever the case may be. Whether you tell them or don't tell them, there's gonna be some sort of thing. So it's exhausting to even worry about it. It's exhausting to even care, because either way, there's just going to be something that comes up. The best thing you can do is just be yourself. Whatever amount of information you want to give based on your plan, your business, your idea, your future, that's up to you. Just be yourself. Give the correct amount of information that you want to based on your own discretion, or keep whatever information to yourself based on your own discretion. So when it comes to move in silence, I just think that be yourself and don't apologize even if you do share information, because it's natural to a certain point where if you do have that $1 million business idea, or you're going to start something and you're excited about your own work, you've been working for years on this idea, on this project, to finally get to a point where, okay, I'm going to start it, or I'm going to get it in motion. And so naturally you're just like, you're excited about it, you're going to tell people and like, oh, this is my idea. You're not telling people to put down their position or to show them, hey, look what you're not going to do. You're just telling it because you're excited and you're just in the mode of your own life. You're just living day to day, pumped up on your own energy. But not everyone's going to see it that way, and not everyone's going to be happy for you. And that's the thing. You can't go into anything expecting that people are going to just be happy for you. That people are going to be happy for your advancement, happy for your success. last couple videos I've done on my YouTube channel mentioned this business that I've started, my buff line. So I have the multifunctional buff headwear that I have on the left-hand side, and as you can see with my table now, I've added a bunch more items from different shops and other people for consignment, whether it's paintings or photography or hats. Right now I have some snapbacks. I've got mesh hats, trucker hats, tie-dye hats, floral hats, straw hats, bucket hats, all of it. So I'm just gonna keep expanding as the day goes on. Day to day, I'm just gonna keep adding new stuff from the shops around here, from other people. Say there's someone that's a good photographer, a good painter, they work a regular job Monday through Friday, they can't just come out here to the beach and sell their stuff, or for whatever reason, it could be a personality thing. They just, being in public, making sales, it's just not their thing. They like the solitude of taking pictures or painting. I could put their stuff on the table and sell for consignment. For example, here at La Jolla Cove, one of these paintings, this is a beautiful painting by Paul. He does a lot of paintings of different scenery in San Diego. So if someone has an idea of what they want to do and how much they want to make from it, this other photograph by Barry of the Seagull here in La Jolla. Say you spent hours on a painting, or weeks on a painting, months on a painting, huge canvas, like a 4-foot wide canvas or something, and you say, I want 200, 300 bucks for this. Just give it to me, I'll just prop it up here on my table, and then if the person has a 4-foot wide canvas painting that's original and they're a good artist and they want 200 back, I could just sell it here for like 250. If it sells, just keep the difference and then give them the 200 that they wanted, or just whatever the deal is. Whether you do like a 50-50 deal or a 60-40, 70-30. If they just say, hey, I want this in return, I don't care what you sell it for. But the point is you can how do I put this? You can be different things, because a lot of times we compartmentalize things where, oh, that's a doctor, that's a lawyer, that's a teacher, that's a painter. And so people get confused. Oh, well, that guy went to law school, that guy went to medical school. Why is he playing guitar with his band on Saturday? Because they've already compartmentalized it into, oh, I've labeled you as lawyer, so why would you be a musician also? So even out here, people get confused with me. I was selling that tie-dye over there for a while that I've mentioned here on my channel, and now I'm over here doing my own brand. So people get used to just like seeing that, and they're like, oh, I thought you sold tie-dye, now you're doing this. And then when I added more stuff, it's like, I didn't know you were doing hats, I didn't know you had people's paintings. Same thing too with one of the snorkel and wetsuit rentals over here. They've only been doing Saturdays and Sundays, and it's a lot to unload from the cargo van, multiple trips back and forth. It's exhausting, plus all the cleaning and the bleaching of the wetsuits and the snorkels. It's a lot of work for 2 people. So I've been driving the van, picking it up, unloading for them some of the mornings, so that I can just get it all set up on the grass for them, and then they can come and just start. Where the 2 of them come, one reparks the cargo van and one goes and starts, and it alleviates pressure off them because they don't have to do the manual labor day to day, and they can add more days to their business because I'm doing the morning manual labor, so they can add more days instead of just Saturday and Sunday. Maybe now they do Wednesday through Sunday, they make even more money. So making a little bit of money that way myself. Like I said, people just get confused. I pull up in a large cargo van, biggest vehicle I've ever driven in my life. But when the opportunity came up, I'm like, yeah, I've never driven anything this big. Just show me where the gear shift is, show me the ignition, show me windshield wipers. For me, it's just like learning the new car. That's the only hang up I have on it. So once they teach me that, then it's good to go. But then I pull up in the cargo van, and someone's like, oh, I didn't know you were working for them now. Like, people just can't, they're too mentally slow. They can't keep up when you're just not boxed into one label. I thought you were a tie-dye salesman. And then when I worked at that hotel over there, well, I thought you were a hotel employee. Before, when I was at FedEx, I thought you were loading boxes. Like, they think you should have this like 25, 30-year plan. I went to college for nursing, therefore I'm a nurse, and that's just what I am. And people get confused and they get scared and they get uncomfortable that you just have more going on than their mental perception, or that you're multifaceted. And so part of the whole thing when it comes to moving in silence or telling people what you're doing, it doesn't matter. If you don't tell them, they're gonna think something. If you tell them, they're gonna think something. It's exhausting. It's a waste of your time, it's a waste of your energy, and you're not making any progress in life by doing that. I keep this open. Now that I have my own business here, that I put my own products on the left, other people's products for consignment on the right of my table and the rest of the table. Someone comes up and they just have some kind of art, craft, business, just they want to sell it, they don't necessarily want to be out here all day, drop it off with me. We can work it out that way. It doesn't have to be so one-word label on everything. And it offsets what I'm doing. So I can sell a few of my buffs, I can sell a few of other people's things, and both together helps me out for the day. I can't split myself in half, so I can get my buffs in some of the shops around here. So I can't be there at the storefront physically while I'm out here, so it helps my product when they're in the shops. It helps the shops' products when they have their stuff out here, or just individuals that come up and want to leave stuff with me. I'm a freelance mercenary. That's how I like to describe it, and that's how I want to go through my life. Even with my YouTube channel, when I started, I kind of didn't know how I wanted to brand it, so I thought just using my real name was good, because then I don't have to be boxed in. If I did a video on a red pill topic, I could say like Red Pill 101 as the channel, but I don't want to always do red pill videos. Or if I do a financial money video, I don't want to be a financial help guru guy. Or I don't want to be, if I do a prank video, I don't want to just be a prankster YouTube channel. And that's fine for people that want to do that, however you want to brand your stuff. But I have a bunch of different things I plan on doing, which I've mentioned before too in my channel. When I was in high school, I was student body president. I did the morning announcements. I was in front of crowds, sometimes up to 2,000 to 3,000 people, just with myself and a microphone leading events. I might want to do stand-up comedy one day, or music, or motivational speaking, or whatever, just whatever comes up, whatever vlog or topic or whatever I want to do. Part of the reason I like this vendor job isn't even making sales, it's just being out here at the beach. Everyone's out and about. It's a good vibe, it's a good energy. And I want to keep it that way, and I want to keep expanding, not just with what I'm doing money-wise and with my business, but expanding my knowledge, my understanding of the world, my understanding of other people. People from all over the world come here to San Diego and La Jolla Cove specifically. It's world famous, and so you just meet people from all over the world. So regardless of whether they buy something or not, it's good people watching, it's good learning experience. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I have a great time coming out here. If I came out here with a set amount, like I need to sell this many, or I need to do this, or it'd kill the fun. It wouldn't be any fun to come out here. As long as I'm making enough where I can afford food, that's all I want. Just get me my food money for the day, I will be happy. So even now with my YouTube channel coming up on 2,000 subscribers, I'm excited about that. I'm thankful for all the support I've gotten on this channel. But like I said before too, a lot of it's the snowball effect, it's the compounding interest, it's the residuals. It's just over time, you've got to put in the work in for whatever it is you do. So like I said, going back to the title of the video, you've got that $1 million business idea, or not even anything that big, just any sort of life change or philosophy change. You could have just read something and it inspired you to update your philosophy on something. And someone's like, whoa, you didn't think that last year. It's like, well, yeah, last year I was 26, I'm 27 now. You improve, right? But that's the thing. If you move in silence, they're like, oh, he's sneaky, you didn't tell me that. And if you tell them that, they're not going to believe in it. They're going to put you down. They're going to not want you to get it because they're going to see you getting it over them. And then if you tell them and then you go get it, now they're jealous of it, or they feel stupid because you literally told them, they didn't believe it, and you went and did it. So just be yourself and do what you feel is necessary in terms of the silence or telling the information. It's on you, and you're the best source for that.